You guys have everything in here.
For me, the great joy of this job is so fastest human. Wow, it's Usain Bolt. He's done amazing things for his country, for his sport. He's involved in philanthropy, which is also a great tick for us. For me, I think definitely a Guinness World Records icon. Well, Usain Bolt, this is an impressive array of certificates, but the one that we wanted to give you today was this, to acknowledge you as a true Guinness World Records icon. These are very rare, given to only the people that we think most embody the spirit of Guinness World Records, and you certainly do. So, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Usain Bolt, you are officially amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm honored. I'm honored to be a part of the greats.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sprint legend from Jamaica, Usain Bolt, has been officially named a Guinness World Records icon. This is a prestigious honor that just marks the 70th anniversary of the organization. He was awarded the Guinness World Records icon certificate at Edwardian Hotel in Manchester, United Kingdom. This award was presented to Usain Bolt by Craig Clenday, the Guinness World Records editor-in-chief. Also, it was presented with his other 15 different awards. So in total, he went home with like 16 awards. But this iconic award is the epitome, is like the best of the best. He is now recognized as the fastest man alive. And before he was presented with these awards, he had a chance to look at some of other people who have come up with the records in alternative ways. Like there's one guy who has been crawling in 100 meter scroll. There's one guy with a suit flying. There's another guy running the 100 meters in all fours like a monkey, and different. All these Usain Bolt had to look at and guessed the times that those people who engage in the alternative 100 meters took before he was awarded. And also after the award, he spoke and urged anyone who is able to break record in one way or the other to work hard and break the record just like the way he did in different ways. You know, Guinness World Records, they say that anyone or everyone is able to break one or two records in whichever way, whether it's eating, whether it's your physique, whether it's your skin, whichever way you can be able to break a record. Now, Bolt joins the celebrated list of global sports stars whose achievements have left a lasting legacy. The Guinness World Records icon list celebrates individuals and the milestones that have shaped the history through the extraordinary feats. Now Bolt is able to stand alongside fellow athletes such as LeBron James of the basketball and Cristiano Ronaldo of football. Usain Athletics' dominance is backed by a remarkable list of world records and historic achievements. Talk of 100 meters, 60 meters, 150 meters, 200 meters, 4x100 relay, and this is 8 times Olympic gold medalist. This is a great achievement, and it's not only a great achievement to Usain Bolt, but also to Jamaica and Jamaicans and his fans throughout the world, because when Usain Bolt wins, Jamaica wins, and as they say, Jamaica, they are small, but they tell a small island producing such kind of people as Usain Bolt. We have the second fastest person also is from Jamaica. It's being held by 2 people, but one of them is Johan Blake, having the fastest times. That I'm talking about 100 meters. So this is congratulations to Usain Bolt.
Oh, it's not a bad haul of records, is it? It's pretty good. I mean, as record breaking goes, I think we found 15, but this is a chance to just have a look at seeing what they all look like in one go.
Yeah, I remember this.
Usain Bolt for me is the epitome of a Guinness World Records icon. Obviously Usain Bolt is known as being the world's fastest human, the fastest man, the fastest 100 meters run in history, the fastest 200, in fact the fastest 150. He's won the Olympic medals 3 times in a row. He's also, as I said, the fastest man that we know in terms of clocking the highest speed ever recorded by a human. So if you take his average speed over that run at the 100 meters, just over 27 miles per hour. So that's an incredible thing. And for me, it's a fundamental Guinness World Records title there.
You guys have everything in here.
For me, the great joy of this job is so fastest human. Wow, it's Usain Bolt. He's done amazing things for his country, for his sport. He's involved in philanthropy, which is also a great tick for us. For me, I think definitely a Guinness World Records icon. Well, Usain Bolt, this is an impressive array of certificates, but the one that we wanted to give you today was this, to acknowledge you as a true Guinness World Records icon. These are very rare, given to only the people that we think most embody the spirit of Guinness World Records, and you certainly do. So, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Usain Bolt, you are officially amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm honored. I'm honored to be a part of the greats. You're always happy to be recognized by Guinness World Record book. For years, I've been in there and I'm finally getting all the certificates, which are going to look really good in my house. So I'm happy to be an icon. Everybody can be a part of this book. Get the book, go through it, see what you can do, see the possibilities, and just try, because the possibilities are endless. It's just being dedicated to your sport, working hard, understanding that the road won't be easy. There will be ups and downs, but you have to be focused. Having a great team of people around you also which support you is very important, but it's mainly just hard work and dedication.
What does you say about yourself? He's the greatest athlete of all time.
Welcome to this channel. My name is its_Kisaka, and I'm happy to have you back on this channel. If it is your first time, kindly subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always taking your time to come back and watch my videos. Usain Bolt, widely regarded as the fastest man in history, set several world records during his career that most Jamaicans are proud of. As of now, 2 of his records still stand. The records are both in 100 meters and 200 meters. In the 100 meters, he ran a time of 9.58 seconds that was set on August 16th, 2009 at the World Champions in Berlin, Germany. This record has remained unbroken since it was set, and it's still the benchmark for men's 100-meter sprints. The second record is 200 meters. He ran a time of 19.19 seconds. It was set just 4 days after he broke the 100 meters records. It was set on August 20th, 2009, still at the World Championships in Berlin, Germany. Like his 100 meters record this time, it is still unbeaten and remains the world record for the 200 meters. These records are considered extraordinary due to the speed and efficiency with which Bolt achieved them. Many athletes have come close, but no one has yet surpassed these legendary times. Let's break down these records in simple terms and see why they have never been broken. The first one is 100 meters, which ran 9.58 seconds, as I have said. This is Bolt's most famous record. Imagine running from one end of a football field to the other as fast as you can. Well, Usain Bolt ran 100 meters in 9.58 seconds, which is faster than a blink of an eye. To put in perspective, most sprinters will need 10 seconds or more. But Bolt was like a lightning bolt himself. His long strides and powerful legs allowed him to reach top speed quickly and maintain it until the very end. This record is considered almost impossible to break because of how perfect Bolt's form and speed were on that day. Now, talking of 200 meters, a time of 19.19 seconds, still the same year as I have told you, just 4 days apart. For the 200 meters, Bolt didn't just break the world record, he shattered it. He ran around a half of the track in just 19.19 seconds, making it look like a walk in the park. He ran this race with the same smooth, relaxed style, taking advantage of his long legs and stride. The key to this record was his ability to hit top speed early and maintain it around the curve, something that's really hard to do because of how much energy it takes. This world record has remained unbroken for years because it is incredibly hard to replicate the kind of technique Bolt used. Why are these records so hard to break? Why have they stood for so long? Usain Bolt records are still unbeaten for a number of reasons. One of the reasons is his natural talent. Usain Bolt was born with a unique combination of strength, flexibility, and speed. His long legs gave him the ability to take fewer steps than other runners, making his stride length longer and faster. The second point is his perfect technique of start and acceleration. Bolt didn't just run fast, he ran smart. His form, his timing, and his technique were nearly perfect. He knew exactly how to pace himself in the race to avoid tiring too early. Although Bolt had a relatively slower start compared to some other sprinters, his transition into top speed after the 30 meters mark was unmatched. His ability to maintain that speed over the duration of the race made him unbeatable. There are also other people who are saying that if he would have dipped with so much energy so that his chest can go as fast as possible, maybe he would have reduced the time, both the 100 meters and the 200 meters, by some microseconds. Another thing that is making this record very hard to be broken is his confidence. Bolt is just confident. Even after retiring, he is still confident. In most of his interviews, he has been interviewed and is saying that he believes that if he can go back to training, he can still do more. Because looking at the times, none of the runners are coming near his time. So far, it is a number of years and the record has not been broken. From 2009, it's around 17 years. 16, 17 years. It's nearly 2 decades and the record is still unbroken. Bolt had the mindset of a champion. He didn't just want to win, he wanted to dominate. His confidence helped him push through the toughest moments in his races, even when it seemed impossible. Bolt's boldness and relaxed demeanor allowed him to run without the burden of pressure. His competitors often seemed to be running against Bolt's legacy, while Bolt himself was racing with the freedom of someone who knew they were on a different level, totally different level. Another thing that is making this record hard to be broken is the Jamaican edge. Jamaica is known for producing world-class sprinters. It is in their DNA. There's a special form of DNA that is found in Jamaicans. It is said that is in most of the Jamaican athletes and African athletes that is making them to be just another level. It is said that Jamaica is the factory of sprinters, and Bolt was the fastest of them all. The country, that is Jamaica, has rich sprinting culture, with people starting to run as fast from a young age, making this record not just Bolt's achievement, but the pride of Jamaica. One other thing that we can say has contributed to this record is the technological advancement. In the past, people didn't have the same tracks that were there, the same shoes that were there. Bolt's era coincided with the improvement in track surfaces, the footwear, and the athletes' conditioning, all contributing to faster times. I understand there are even some shoes that are not allowed because of technology. There are some shoes that are not allowed because of when you run with them, you have an advantage as compared to other people. However, during the time when Bolt ran, almost all their shoes were almost the same. But up to now, it is 20 years and the record is still unbroken. Breaking Bolt's record is like trying to catch a comet. The speed and power required to run that fast would need the perfect blend of genetics, training, and mental toughness. Other sprinters would have to have extraordinary talent, plus the right conditions to even come close to matching what Usain Bolt did. Bolt's records are not just numbers. They represent years of dedication, hard work, and a never give up attitude. For Jamaicans, they'll forever be a symbol of how they have dominated the sprinting world, thanks to legends like Usain Bolt. Here are comparisons of his competitors during those iconic moments, showcasing the efforts, times, and how they fared against Bolt's exceptional feats. Let's look at the 100 meters world record in the 209 World Championships in Berlin. Bolt's time was 9.58 seconds, and the runners-up was Tyson Gay of USA with a time of 9.71 seconds. The third place was Asafa Powell, also from Jamaica, a time of 9.84 seconds. Looking at Tyson Gay's performance, which made him to be the second fastest, or rather to run the second fastest time at that time, but it still left him nearly a tenth of a second behind Bolt. Despite his own speed, Gay was simply unable to match Bolt's long stride and explosiveness. Asafa Powell's role, who held the 100 meters world record before Bolt, was in the race and finished the third. His 9.84 was impressive but showed just how much further Bolt's 9.58 surpassed even the world record holders. Bolt shattered the world record by 0.11 seconds, which is a significant margin in the race that takes less than 10 seconds to complete. Looking at the 200 meters world record still in the 209 World Championships in Berlin, Bolt's time was 19.19, and the second person was Alonso Edward from Panama with a time of 19.81 seconds, and the third place was taken by Wallace Spearmon from the United States of America. Bolt's 19.19 second was 0.62 seconds faster than Alonso Edward of 19.81 and 0.66 seconds faster than Wallace Spearmon, 19.85 seconds. While these differences might seem small, in the context of a 200-meter sprint, they are significant. Bolt's race was a demonstration of sustained high speed across the entire distance, whereas Edward and Spearmon appeared to lose some of their momentum compared to Bolt in the final stages of the race. Alonso Edward and Wallace Spearmon were strong contenders. That fact you can't deny, but Usain Bolt's 19.19 remains an unassailable record. His dominance in the 200 meters was defined not just by his speed, but also by his ability to maintain that speed throughout the race, which left his competitors fighting for the second place. If you compare Bolt's 200 meters record with the performance of other elite sprinters across different eras, you will be just left surprised. His 19.19 record, or rather his performance in Berlin, is still unmatched with his effortless stride and explosive acceleration. He also holds 100 meters world record at 9.58 seconds, making him the only sprinter in history to have both the 100 meters and the 200 meters world records simultaneously, just within a span of 4 days, within the same event. If you compare Usain Bolt to Michael Johnson of USA, he ran a time of 19.32 seconds. That was in Atlanta Olympics 1996. Michael Johnson held the world record for the 200 meters for 12 years until Usain Bolt broke it, and he broke it in the year 2008. He ran a time of 19.30, breaking a record that had stood for 12 years. Johnson's technique with a unique upright running style was highly effective for the 200 meters. However, Bolt's 19.19 seconds is a significant improvement over Johnson's time, demonstrating how much faster the sport has evolved with Bolt's dominance. He broke the record in 2008, and in 2009 he has further shattered it from 19.30 now to 19.19. Up to this point in time, the record is still unbroken. Comparing Usain Bolt to Johan Blake, In 2012 World Champions in Daegu, Johan Blake ran a time of 19.26 seconds. Blake, a training partner of Bolt, came close to Bolt's 200 meters world record, but could not surpass it. His 19.26 seconds run is the closest anyone has come to Bolt's 200 meters world record since then. This makes Johan Blake the second fastest 200 meter sprinter of all time, but it is still not yet close to Usain Bolt. In conclusion, while Tyson Gay, Asafa Powell, and Wallace Spearmon were remarkable sprinters in their own right, none could match the combination of Bolt's physical attributes, race strategies, and mental strength. His 100 meters and 200 meters records have stood the test of time, and his competitors, despite their excellent performances, remain far behind in the shadow of Bolt's world-class sprinting performances.